Hello everyone, welcome back to 7 Days to Die and the Alpha 20 series. My name is Brodie and it is the morning of day 5. It's been a little while since we've recorded. Today is the 9th of January. The last time we played this series was the 20th of December. I've been really shit at recording, I apologise. I'm going to try and get myself onto a better schedule at some point. My real life job, my work has been exceptionally busy coming back at the start of the year. But we've also been busy throughout the course of the evening of, or the early morning of day 5. We've made ourselves a forge and we've been smelting down some iron. We've also forged ourselves some iron arrowheads. So what I would like to do is potentially... You do it in the inventory. You don't do it in the forge. You do it in the inventory. Is potentially craft ourselves some iron arrows so we can use those throughout today. We've added some sand and some clay and iron to the forge, and that was running throughout the evening whilst we were creating our chest system here. We dropped down a land claim block. I can't remember whether we did that in day 4 or whether it was done last night. I can't remember. And what I can remember is that we have made ourselves some chests. Here we have a forging chest, which has all of our forge materials in. We have an ammo production chest. We're not quite at that level yet, but should we ever get there, we are getting ourselves prepared so that we are ready for that day. And then we also have ourselves a building chest. This is for building frames, eventually then building cobble, and then eventually going all the way up to concrete and potentially steel at the end of it. Just a little bit more organised. Credit where credit's due though. This kind of system, I've seen it used in other games, but the only person I've ever seen use this in a 7 Days to Die playthrough is Games for Kicks. I'll leave a link to his channel below. But essentially all it does is it takes out the auto sorting of containers. So now when I click the auto sort buttons from here, it will stack them where I want to stack them, not in a random order or an order that's chosen by the game. I hope that makes sense. When I've got something to stack, I'll explain it and I'll show it again. But we are fed, we are watered, we're at full health, we're doing okay. Everything is done here. Our arrows are crafting. The one thing I would like to do at the start of today is the airdrop that came down on day 4, which was yesterday. I keep thinking day 4 was a long time ago. It wasn't. It was yesterday in game time. I would like to hop to that airdrop now that we have our bicycle, or now that we have our bicycle stuck on a curb. And I would like to see what's inside that airdrop, because they've changed the way that the airdrops work. In some videos that I've watched, they're really good. In some of them, they're really shit. I'm hoping, I'm hoping for the former of that with us. There's a chicken there. Let's see if we can take out this chicken. We've run ourselves into trouble. Oh, it's okay. It's only it's a walking Nancy. We'll be okay. One of the things... we might as well talk about it while we are dispatching of Nancy. One of the things I have done, whilst there has been a little bit of a break between recording, I've increased the difficulty of the playthrough. Previously we were on Nomad, and now it is set to Warrior, which is 1 higher than Nomad, I believe. I don't know why I did that. I fancied a bit more of a challenge. The zombies felt like they were a little bit easier to kill unless there was a big group of them where they would overwhelm me like they did when we died at selects. For now, I'm going to up it to the warrior difficulty, and I've also upped the zombie count, the blood moon enemy count. It's foggy, I can't see where I'm going. The zombie blood moon enemy count to 64. Now that sounds like a really big jump, but the blood moon count is relative to your game stage. So even though the day 7 horde will recognise that the setting is set to 64 zombies, because of my lower game stage, it won't release 64 zombies at all. You're going to go under the fence, aren't you? No. Hang on. We did get it. Okay. It won't release 64 zombies into the world or spawn them into the world. It will calculate a figure which is based more against my game stage. So therefore, with the settings being set to 64, it won't actually bring 64. So whilst it's being scaled, I want to see what kind of challenge that actually brings. With the series itself not being a permadeath, it doesn't really matter. So we can just kind of crack on and see what happens, really. Here we are, supply chest. The smoke, I think, stops. There it is. There it goes. Goodbye, smoke. Thank you for your assistance. The supply drops, again, I'm not entirely sure what to expect from these, so we're just going to crack it open and see what happens. Okay, so cornmeal, not ideal. A can of stock, we're probably just going to eat that straight away, and a scrap armor bundle. What is in the scrap armor bundle? I'm guessing scrap armor. Okay. That's not ideal, considering we are going to try and stick to a light armor for this playthrough. I like the mobility and the reduced noise. That's just kind of what suits me and the way that I played in Alpha 19, and also the way that I've been playing in this series so far. And here we are at Trader Rex. Close the door behind us. One of the things I did want to mention as well is that we've actually upgraded to iron tools. We had an iron fire axe, we had an iron shovel, which we've loaded up with mods. We're now using those in place of the stone tools. And we've also changed the oh shit gun as well to the 9mm, just because we had a lot of 9mm ammo as opposed to the 7.62 ammo.
Well, if you got money, I guess I can stand your smell.
Thanks, mate. That was very nice of you. We'll check the vending machine, as we always do. Can of sham, nerd tats we don't need. We'll take the red tea, the smoothie, the oh shit drops, the soup and the tuna, which we will eat now. And the soup. And we're not going to sell the scrap armor yet. We're going to put that in the sellables chest on the fast foods base. And we'll sell that at some point once we've got some sugar butts and we've got a load of other shit to sell him as well. So for now, we'll check to see him if he's got any jobs. So we've moved up a tier. We are now rocking tier 2 jobs. And we have a fetch and clear to the north.
But maybe I'll change my mind.
House Modern 19. I'm not familiar with the code names, the names of the POIs in that respect. So, House Modern 19 sounds cool. We're going to go and see what happens there. It is a fetch and a clear, so it does yield a little bit more than the regular fetches or the regular clears. And for now, we're just going to empty our inventory. Actually, let's swap a couple of things around. And then we'll lock it off at 8, 7... even, and then we can just leave all that sort of stuff there. But for now, we'll make our way over to... That's the trader. I'm tracking the wrong quest. My goodness, guys. You take 3 weeks off, and then all of a sudden, you don't know what you're doing. There we go. So, we're going to head to this house, not the traders. We're going to head to this house and see what we've got going on there. Oh, cool. It's the house with the U-Move truck. Well, like I say, I'm guessing that's a play on U-Haul. That's a good time. I like that. It's a newly sold house. Suitable for zombie family. There's loads of stuff, it seems, around the outside of the POI as well. But I'm going to try a new tactic with the POIs on today. What I think I'm going to try and do is do all the looting at the end so that I can run through the POI, murderize all the zombies, and then I can go back through and loot the POI without worrying about the incumbents of all the loot affecting my ability to kill the zombies. Like, I think that makes sense to me. I'm going to try it anyway, just to see how well it works. Oh, we've got a safe there. And an Edgar here. Dang it. Right. Let's take our frustrations out on Edgar. Oh, right. Let's mark the safe. The plan for the saves at some point is grabbing ourselves a... What's the safe opening candy called? Not Rockbusters. There's a candy that gives you 100% guarantee to lockpick safes. Jailbreakers is what it's called. That only came to me halfway through that sentence. And we're going to get ourselves a jailbreaker and a couple of lockpicks because apparently they're really rare within Alpha 20 and they're really difficult to get hold of. So once we've got some and we've got a jailbreaker, we're going to pop to all the areas that we've marked with a safe on the map and hardened chests and stuff. And then we'll try and clear them all out in one foul sweep. But for now, we're just going to mark them up and leave them there. The courier satchel is here, which is a good time. We'll get that so that we don't forget it. And then we'll do the looting once we've dispatched of all of the jabronis. Good night, Kenny. Oh, hazmat dude. Hello. Right, we haven't given you a name yet, and I really want to be kind of corny and just call you Matt, because, you know, hazmat, you know. Okay, moving on. Oh, I know your name though, Tom Clark. What happened to his neck? Oh my God, what happened to his neck? It's like it just folded Stretch Armstrong style over the banister there. Oh my goodness. Arlene, we all know your name. You trollop. There we go. Thank you, Arlene. So I'm still minus a headlamp at the moment. So I'm still using the burning shaft mod on the club. Just mainly for visibility and the chance that it sets a zombie on fire. That's a good time. Are you way up to the loft? Attic. Depending on where you are in the world. If it's a loft or an attic, I can't. We call it a loft. I call it a loft. Do we go up here? There's a doggo. There is a doggo. I'm not taking any chances. You are going to get shot. I am not taking any chances with the... So... The dog's necks. I've noticed it in a few people's videos. I think it was Primate's video where the dog was running around with a massive neck and I referred to it as a zombie alpaca. I don't know what's going on with them. I thought it was something to do with the way that they were hit with clubs. You know, it kind of like broke the physics within their neck and then they ran around with long heads. Considering that dude got shot, I don't know. And considering what happened to Tom's neck downstairs, I don't know really what's going on with the necks of people within 7 days to die. With zombies within 7 days to die. That sounds like someone is unhappy on the outside. Oh, hello, Derek. How are you not awake? How did that not wake you up? I smashed the door that you were about an inch away from. So sometimes I've noticed that you walk into a room like that and Derek won't even bat an eyelid. You smash around and you can make as much noise as you want, and you're all good. Sometimes you'll walk into a room, you'll be all stealthy and quiet, and you'll be like, right, I'm going to get them now. I'm going to get them so bad. And then you won't stand on anything, no noisemakers, no noise traps, and every zombie in the POI will wake up. I don't quite understand that, but what I don't understand as well is how you knew I was in here from all the way out there. I know the axe is not a viable weapon, but I kind of really wish that it could be. See, look, I didn't walk over anything. I wasn't sneaking though, to be fair. Right, Derek, try not to burn the couch. I'm going to chop that up for its leather. Should we be being a bit more sneaky? Or should we just be resounding the fact that the zombies are going to wake up regardless of whether we're sneaking or not? Ooh, medical pole. A bandage and a painkiller. Both very useful. We're still trying to stock back up on the bandages. The first aid bandages, at least, anyway. I've got a feeling that this is going to be a bad news. There's a dog kennel there, and we're running into a basement where the only exit is going to be this one. Should we try and be a little bit more sneaky? Yeah. You're a corpse. You're a corpse. You are not a corpse. Oh, I hadn't even switched to the iron arrows yet. What an idiot. Come on. We're good. Yay. Awesome stuff. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay. Now that we have dispatched all of the zombies, we have also retrieved the supplies. We're going to go through and we're going to take out all the loot and see what we can get. Those shelves aren't lootable. Okay, let's pop both of these open. Okay, in the Savage Country box we have a worse bow, which we'll scrap. A puffer coat, which is going to be good if we ever find the winter biome, so we'll keep hold of that. And a regular bandage. We have a iron sledgehammer schematic that we're probably going to sell. We have a cement mixer schematic. That's a good time. I'm going to use that, definitely. Painkillers and a first aid kit. Leather knuckle wraps, which we're probably not going to need, but we could sell. It's only 35. If we repair it, probably maybe 45, maybe 50. Add a mod to it. Maybe get 100 out of it. Potentially. I don't know. Some more first aid bandages, though. The game must have been listening to us, knowing that we need those. And some shotgun shells. And some more 9mm ammo as well. This is a good time. Okay, we're going to chop up the corpses. But there's one thing I want to do with the POIs as well, is I want to take everything that I can apart. I want to strip this POI bare, just to see, like, as a testing kind of purpose, just to see how lucrative the resources are. Because if it is lucrative, we might as well do that in every POI. If it's not lucrative, then there's no point, and we'll just make harvesting runs and stuff like that. So, welcome to Brodie's testing world. It's the same world that we play in. Okay, so 17 units of iron for them from each shelf. That's not too bad. But again, is the time that it's taking to get all the iron from harvesting the resources within this POI more efficient than going out and finding an iron node and just mining directly from the source? I don't think it is. not get leather from those leather chairs anymore? You do. I'm just rocking a full inventory and I'm not able to pick it up. What an idiot. Okay, right, leather. Thank you. Thank you. Goldenrod seed recipe. I mean, I'm sure if we're going into living on the land, we're going to have the ability to unlock that anyway, so we can potentially sell both of those. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go out to the side of the road, because our inventory is small, but our appetites are large. So I think what's probably going to be best is if we craft a chest and have like multiple stash boxes around the map. Cornmeal can, you know, get out and walk. I'm sure Glockline would be happy with the fact that we're throwing cornmeal away. We'll mark this on the map so that we don't forget about it either. That's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. Save waypoint for a stash. Let's spell stash correctly. All right. Oh, we went out and we made the stash and then we didn't put anything in it. What an idiot. Okay, so let's go back in and carry on looting our way through the house. Which was the way back in? Through the door. Cool. Most importantly, no dog in the doghouse, but we have Tech Junkie Volume 6, Charge Strike. I'm going to read it because of having a full book series. But the shotgun turret schematic, that could be a good time. I'm not entirely sure at what point you unlock that. I think it would probably be part of the intellect tree, maybe robotics inventor or advanced engineering. Learn to craft shotgun turrets. So if we're going to be pushing ourselves up to inventor anyway, that is a redundant schematic because we're going to learn that anyway, so we can make money off it selling it instead. Suitcase for a football helmet. That could be useful if we had a helmet light mod. Oh no, we already have a helmet. Okay, that's fine. It's got a higher noise increase and less mobility, so that's not ideal for me, unfortunately. Of little loot items in here, I think, if I can ever get that one. Oh baby, the level quality 5 pipe machine gun. How does that compare with level 1 pistol? Oh mate, it kicks the dick out of it. Oh, I think we've had a short run with our pistol being our oh shit weapon. I think we're going to go back to the pipe machine gun with that quality 5 one. My goodness. A few more electrical parts as well, and then the safe. Okay, so we have one lockpick. Should we try our luck? And it would appear that we are shit out of luck. Okay, so we couldn't get in there with our one lockpick. So the original plan still stands. We'll get some jailbreakers and then we'll come back and check that out at some other point. Once we have the ability to unlock it. Okay, so I've got another inventory full of shit. What's probably going to be a better option for me now is going back to the stash, emptying it out again, and then we'll check all the stuff around the perimeter, and then we'll see what we can grab from that, and then see what we can get from the stash, and take that back with us. Oh, look at that, it's 7 o'clock. We have literally spent all day on this POI. All day. Like, we're coming away with loads of stuff. We've got essentially two and a bit inventories worth of stuff. But it takes so long. Surely. Anything in here? Don't know. Surely it's going to be quicker just collecting the stuff whenever we need it, not clearing every POI. Oh, I don't know. Because limiting 1 day per POI? Oh, there's a snake. Hello. Oh, that little twist at the end. I'll never know when that's them actually trying to attack you still, or whether it's that them dying. Spooky little gits. I think we are pretty much done. We'll grab this bit of cobble that's around this side. We'll fill our pockets with whatever we can from the stash chest. And then we'll get our asses home. Maybe not home. Maybe we should go to the traders. Give him this mission. Yeah, let's do that. We'll come back for you at some other point. Where's our bike? It's over here. We'll go to the traders. We will try and pick up what's in the stash over there. We'll try and get ourselves another mission. And then we will head home, drop all of our stuff off, and see how lucrative the actual day has been. I think it's been good in the sense of we've picked up quite a substantial amount of bits and pieces, but the time that it takes you to do it, I just don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth it. Hey, Trader Rect, bumhole.
Wipe that smirk off your face.
Oh, now we've got a level 3 pistol, but I still don't think that's as good as the level 5 pipe machine gun. Let's... Oh, we don't need plum fibers. Let's take that then. Okay. Let's take a job for tomorrow. We'll take the clear House Modern 22 to the north. Oh, we have 2 skill points to spend. Awesome. So we'll sort those out in a second. With the skill points that I have, I would like to continue pushing Pummel Pete and continue pushing not Miner 69er, Sexy T-Rex up to level 3, which means I need to put a point into strength to get that to level 5, get the fit attribute point. Now, if I go into big leagues now with Pummel Pete, tonight I can craft myself a quality 4 baseball bat because I've already put the materials aside at home. And then as we work our way through tomorrow, we can then pick up level 3 in Sexy T-Rex, which should give me the offensive capabilities that I'm looking for fighting the Horde on day 7. I think that'll be a good time. I think that's the right course of action. At least it makes sense in my head anyway. I don't know. But we're home now. We're going to drop some stuff off. It is 9:10. We are going to risk it for the biscuit. We're going to try and go back to the second stash chest, which is over here. And then we're also going to try and grab the stuff from the stash chest. I might need to change the words for the stash chests because apparently they're a bit of a tongue twister. We'll try and grab the stash chest next to Trader Rect as well and make it home by 10 o'clock. I think we're being a bit ambitious, but we'll see. Stamina, shit. Alright, we'll quickly grab as much as we can of that. What can we do to make things better? I don't know. We need the meat. We need to take the meat with us, but we don't need...
Trader Joel's is now closed.
We'll just put that yucca juice in there. Cool. We've got 8 minutes to get home. The meat is more important. We're going to do some cooking throughout tonight. We definitely need some more food ready for tomorrow. But let's get our asses home. There is night time, so we need to be careful, dudes. We need to be careful. Hopefully, with our house being just over here, we're going to be okay. Keep calling it our house. It's not a house. It's just the... Oh, we could have put that stuff in the bike, idiot. It's not a house. It's just a little camp. It's where we're set up for now. It's where we are set up for now. So we'll drop the stuff over there. We'll drop that stuff in there. And then let's take a look and see what we have. Okay. So it took us an entire day to do a POI. Not even a massive POI either. A level 2, tier 2 POI. We came out with nearly 2 chests worth of stuff. Or a chest and 2/3 worth of stuff. I don't think it was worth the time that it was spent. Like, can you imagine if we were doing those tier 2 quests, we just smashed through it, killed everyone, grabbed what we needed to, jumped out, headed back, ran to Trader Rect, just grabbed the main loot, for example, and repeated that a couple of times. We could have probably got 2, maybe 3 of those missions done today, which would have given us more dukes than these chests are probably worth. Oh, I don't know. Like, I'm not the type of person that wants to min-max a game, but I'm thinking that the time is better spent, and probably more entertaining for you guys as well. The time is probably better spent smashing zombie skulls and just running quests with the minimal amount of looting as you're doing them. I don't know. That doesn't make sense. Right. Let me put all this inventory away and see if I can get myself a little bit more sorted. Okay, so I think I've got everything put away now. We've got a sellables chest, which is filling quite nicely. The drop chests. I'm using one of the drop chests actually now as a medical chest because I've got quite a few medical supplies that's probably going to be worth separating from my actual food stuff. And this is the quantity of materials required to make a quality 4 baseball bat. So I'm going to get that crafting now. Just so that can be ticking away in the inventory. Okay, apparently I had more than I needed. That's fine. Let's get them put away in their respective chests. There we go. But yeah, we're doing all right for stuff. We could potentially do with making ourselves some more repair kits throughout the course of the night. We could do with maybe cooking ourselves up some more meat. Maybe even make some bacon and eggs. We've got an abundance of cooking pots and grills at the moment, which is going to come in handy if we ever get to the point where we've got some beakers and we can craft a chemistry station. That's going to be a good time too. Oh, we can make 6. Minute 32, that'll be fine. And we're not going to be able to make ourselves anything else out of those 4 pieces of meat, so we'll leave them as they are. We've put our radiators in there so that they can be smelting down as well. We've got getting a good stash of iron, brass, not so much lead. We could potentially do with some farming some lead, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think about like completely stripping a base, a POI, as opposed to just looting the main stash and then doing as many of those as you possibly can. I'm thinking myself personally that sort of like there needs to be a bit of a middle ground where you do as many missions as you possibly can, but I need to figure out what the lucrative things are to loot and take apart and salvage. Don't know. That could be some homework for me to actually think about. But I'll do that next time. I'll do that ready for next time. We will end this episode here. So I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm sorry it's been a while since I've recorded. I'm sorry if today's been a little bit of a jumble and my word hole and my pie hole hasn't been working as well as it should be. I'm sure you can understand that if you take 3 weeks off of a job or 3 weeks off of doing a task, when you come back to it, you basically shit again. So I apologise for being shit again. I'm going to try and record more so that I can rebuild that muscle memory and redevelop that skill. But again, I want to thank you for joining me. If you did enjoy today's video, though, with how waffly and rubbish it was, please leave a like and let me know what you think in the comment section below. And if you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to check out the links in the description below. I do also want to give a shout out. We, as a channel, as a collective, have received our first Patreon. So I want to give a massive thank you to Rookie Grandad. He's a frequent commenter on a lot of my 7 Days to Die videos, and he is now our first Patreon supporter. If you do want to support the channel as well, you're more than welcome to do so. The links are in the description below. My Patreon isn't massive. It's not something that will ever be massive, I don't think. But if you do want to show your support to the channel, you're more than welcome to do so via there. But just watching and making it to this point in the video and leaving likes and leaving comments, which is all free, that helps me out and makes me all warm and fuzzy inside. So thank you once again. Thank you once again to Rookie Grandad. You are very much appreciated, mate. And I hope to see you all next time. So until then, take care. Have a great day. Bye for now.